Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing my hygiene must-haves. I have a lot to talk about. If you know anything about me, I love hygiene and I like to talk. So let's get into it. I'm gonna start with oral care because I feel like a lot of hygiene videos I watch, they don't get into the oral. And I feel like a lot of videos I've posted, I don't get into the oral. So let's get into it. I don't know why that was starting to get weird. I use an electric toothbrush. I don't do anything, like this is not a fancy one. I feel like it was $9.99 off Amazon. It was probably $19.99 to be honest. But like I don't need no super fancy one. Like just a regular old one does the job. And I like this a lot because you can take the head off and then put a new one on, switch it out very easily because you shouldn't be using the same toothbrush, or if you have an electric toothbrush, the same toothbrush head like the whole year. Like you shouldn't be doing that. At least minimum go through 4 toothbrushes a year. Minimum. So I do like this because I can easily just take it off, throw it away. It's convenient. And I feel like an electric toothbrush really get what I need to get. I just noticed, maybe it's of how I'm brushing my teeth, like maybe it's me, okay? But whenever I use a regular toothbrush, when I brush my teeth, it's cool, like it's fine. But then when I eat something, I will feel like a coating of grime. Oh my God, there's a big moth by my window. But anyway, I feel a coating of grime on my teeth and I don't like that at all. And with an electric toothbrush, I don't get that. I can brush my teeth and they're squeaky clean, and when I eat, they're clean. Like it doesn't, well, I'm not gonna say clean, but it's not like coated with bull. It's not coated with grime and slime. That's why I opt for an electric one. The toothpaste I use is the Sensodyne toothpaste. I do think this toothpaste is overpriced. If I'm being honest, I don't really see any like huge crazy differences between this toothpaste and like the $1.25 toothpaste at the dollar store. Like I really don't see a difference. The only reason why I get this one is because after you use it, it kind of feels like you went to the dentist. Like it smells like dentist breath. Well, not dentist breath, but like after you get your teeth cleaned, like you get a cleaning, it smells like that. Like it smells like you just went to the dentist and got your teeth cleaned. That's why I like it for the scent, but literally there's no like quality difference between this one and any toothpaste that I've used personally. And I've definitely used Crest, I've used Colgate, and that's really it. But it's nothing special, so you don't have to like go the extra mile for Sensodyne. I just like the taste of it, if I'm being honest. Next thing that I noticed that people like to forget is flossing. I'm lazy, first of all. I am lazy. I like to do things quick and efficient. So that's why I wasn't flossing in the past, because I needed it quick and efficient. I did use the floss picks, but I don't think that like they really, you know, get into it as good as a different flossing method. If I'm being honest, I think regular flossing will probably always give you the most thorough clean, if I'm being completely honest. But I used to have braces, so I've been using a water flosser since I was 17, 18. I'm 22, so I'm true to this. Like I've been on that. You see, I'm almost done. But I really like this because if you are lazy like me and you don't even feel like doing all that extra to floss, this is super quick and it's better than the floss picks. That's all I have to say. It's better than the floss pick. And then what I like about this is that I can put my mouthwash in it with water. I mix mouthwash and water and I put it in here, and then I get in between my teeth. I love that. This is the Walmart brand, the Great Value brand, but it is supposed to be a dupe of the TheraBreath. I love TheraBreath. That's usually the one I get, but I have noticed there are some products from Walmart, like the Equate Great Value Walmart brand, whatever you want to call it, that work, and they work just as good as the regular version. It's just cheaper. I am definitely a person who will like give the Great Value products a chance before I just, you know, don't even look their way. My review on the Equate TheraBreath dupes is don't get them. They taste good, but they don't really like, I don't really feel anything when I use it. And even TheraBreath, you don't really feel anything. Like it's not the same as Listerine. Like you're not gonna burn your gums off when you use TheraBreath, but with this, I don't feel really anything, if I'm being completely truthful. So I wouldn't buy this again. I would just go for the regular TheraBreath. I've also used Smart Mouth. I do like Smart Mouth. I'm not a big fan of like the science experiment vibe that comes with it. Like I gotta mix this in 2 parts that, and you know, like, and then I don't like the fact that you can't really travel with that mouthwash. Like at least for me, the lid, like it doesn't like actually close the product. So I'm not a huge fan of Smart Mouth. It works, but TheraBreath is where it's at for me, for real. So during the day, I do this after I brush my teeth because it has the mouthwash, and I feel like mouthwash is like your finishing touch. At night, I do this before I brush my teeth because you want to clear the food and the nasty stuff from your teeth first, and then you can go in and brush it and like clean up those crevices and stuff that you just washed the food out of, basically. So yes, this is my whole hygiene routine, I guess. I think it's pretty simple. Like I don't think I'm being a hygiene warrior with it. But now we can get into just, this is not going to be like a routine video. This is just certain, these are hygiene must-haves. Like if you want to stay fresh and clean and all that, like this is what you need, okay? The next thing we're going to talk about is flushable wipes. Cottonelle is my favorite brand. I feel like the smell, it doesn't smell chemically to me. Like the Walmart brand wipes, I still use those, but I feel like even the unscented ones, they still have like a chemically smell to them. These don't have that, and the wipes themselves are super soft and you could just get in there. Like I love a Cottonelle wipe. You're not supposed to flush any wipes down the toilet for real, but I do think if you were to flush a wipe down the toilet, it would be Cottonelle because they're so soft. Like they literally disintegrate half the time. So I love a Cottonelle wipe. This is the travel size one, but I do have a pack in my bathroom as we speak. I love to bring the travel size ones in my work bag, in my gym bag. I keep some in my car because you just never know when you need to freshen up. Like you never know when you need to freshen up. And me, I don't like being caught off guard. I don't like feeling self-conscious. So like if I'm feeling like super sweaty in my downstairs area and I'm wearing a dress or skirt, like thighs rubbing together, it's hot outside type shit, I need my wipes. Like I don't want to have to worry about that. So definitely get you some travel size wipes. At that, get you travel size everything as much as you can. Like that should be the first tip. Get you travel size mouthwash, travel size lotion, travel size deodorant. Like get you that, keep it in your purse, gym bag, work bag, car, and then you need the full size for your house. Like please, because we just never know. And as a lady, I do think we have more odor than men. If I'm being honest, as a lady, we have more odor than men. We have more crevices and creases than men do. We have more curves and lift this up and you know than men do. So yes, like don't ever be caught lacking. Get you travel size things, but especially wipes. Speaking of wipes, we're gonna move on to witch hazel in general. So I do have these witch hazel wipes. These I keep in my work bag. I work in a warehouse, so I'm not playing. I'm not playing. Like I use these in my underarms. I use this obviously in my downstairs area, in my crack. That's really it. I don't think there's really anywhere else on me that sweats, but if there was, I would use this there because I feel like not only does it clean, I can't pronounce the word, but witch hazel is an astringent, I don't know, but it's basically, from my understanding, it's a disinfectant that is okay for your skin. And so not only is it going to take the grime and you know and disinfect that area, it also kind of dries the area out so you're not sweaty anymore, and that's what I like about it. Gentle relief for oily, irritated, red, damaged, blemished, or inflamed skin. That's the word I was talking about though, astringent. Do y'all see what I'm talking about? I use this on my face as well, and I feel like it really gets rid of my pimples. Like if you have like all those little bumps on your forehead, this definitely gets rid of that. I love to use this as a toner for sure, but other than skincare, definitely body care as well. When I get out the shower, I use this behind my ears. I put this in my butt crack. Not in. Wait. I wipe my butt crack with it. I don't just squirt it in. That's a bit crazy. But anyways, yeah. I definitely use both of these all the time when it's necessary. This is when I get out of the shower every time. This is when it's necessary. Panty liners. This might seem like super like duh, you know, but it's my video. This is what I use when I'm going to the gym. I'm wearing a panty liner. When I'm going to work, I'm wearing a panty liner. Anything, if it's like super hot outside, panty liner. If I'm going out for the night, like to the club or something, panty liner. So anywhere where I have a chance of sweating down there, panty liner. Like I must use a panty liner. These are the Always Daily Protect regular liners. They're unscented, I believe. They should be. Yeah, okay, unscented. I actually just learned the difference between unscented and fragrance free, and fragrance free is really what I wanted, but I'm fine with unscented. Unscented basically means that they put a scent in there, so it's unscented, like, so it doesn't smell like anything. It combats whatever smell like the other chemicals or materials they're using has. And then fragrance free means no fragrance at all. So like if your product has tea tree oil in it and it says fragrance free, your product is gonna smell like tea tree oil. But if you have a product with tea tree oil in it and it says unscented, it won't smell like anything because they added a chemical in there to neutralize the tea tree oil smell. Does that make sense? That was just an example. There's not tea tree oil in these, but that was an example. So that is the difference. But still, I love a panty liner all the time. You're not supposed to wear them all the time because they don't let your cat breathe. But first of all, I don't even wear drawers all the time, so I'm not like so I'm not gonna be wearing a panty liner all the time. I don't got drawers on right now. Let's go into maybe shower products. Yeah, let's go into shower products. I'm gonna talk about my dry brush. This came with a long one for your back and it came with a small one, I'm assuming, for your face. This is the main one I use. I lost the other ones, if I'm being honest, so you know, but I really do like this. I like when I'm exfoliating and I see the skin rolling off. Like I need to see that it's working, and I feel like with this I do. It doesn't matter what dry brush you get. I ordered this off Amazon. Low-key, this one could be harder if I'm being honest. This one's a little bit soft. Maybe I'm using it up. Definitely do this. I do this before and after the shower. I don't use it if I'm sweaty because you don't want to get it wet. It's a dry brush. You do not want to get it wet. You want to keep it basically as crisp and hard as you can. So don't do it while you're sweaty, and that's that. I don't use this on my chest or face or anything like that. I would use it on my back if I wasn't lazy. But what I do use this on is my cat, my feminine area for sure, like in between my thighs and at the top, and then I use it on my stomach too. But the reason why this is a hygiene must-have is because if you are not exfoliating your whole body, first of all, but of course I just told y'all where I use this, but regardless, if you're not exfoliating, your sweat is gonna stink. Like there's multiple ways your sweat can stink. One is if your skin itself is dirty. When you start sweating, it's gonna interact with the sweat and then you smell sweaty. That's why people be smelling sweaty and funky and body odor. It's because they need to wash their body. That's why when people don't take a shower and they're just spraying on cologne or perfume, they still smell like body odor because your skin has candida on it. Yeast. This definitely like gets rid of that top layer of dead skin, and that top layer of yeast or dirt or whatever is gonna be on top of your body for sweating. And then also, side note, the other reason why your sweat stinks is because of what you eat. So if you only eat McDonald's and Wendy's, when you sweat, I'm sure you smell like a french fry. But anyways, yeah, this is why this is one of my hygiene must-haves. Any type of exfoliating is a must-have for me when it comes to hygiene, especially like pits, your crevices. Like please exfoliate, please. Your feet, exfoliate your feet in between your toes, please. And again, with exfoliating, this is obviously an out of the shower thing because you want to keep it dry. This is my in shower exfoliator. This is the African net sponge. I got it from Amazon, so it might not be real, but like I feel like it still works. And for people who think it's just a unraveled loofah, the texture is like completely different. Like it's like completely different. This one is thicker. Like the net about it is thicker. Like it stretches. Like it's not the same. It's a different texture. I do use a loofah here and there, and I do use exfoliating gloves. So exfoliating gloves and this are my top girl. Like this is my girl. And again, for all the same reasons that I just said about the dry brush is why this is a hygiene must-have. You must exfoliate. You must get off that top layer of grime and dirt before you start layering other shit on top, like lotions and oils and all that. You definitely want to make sure you are clean and pristine in the shower because it matters. Speaking of the shower, of course, you can't have a hygiene video without the Dial antibacterial. Like you just can't. And I will say, you don't have to use antibacterial soap every single day. That's actually just not healthy for you. I learned that lesson, but I really love the Dial, or I really love the Dr. Bronner's bar soap. Not the bottle of soap, not the floor cleaner and dish cleaner and couch cleaner and carpet cleaner, not the 30-in-1, the bar soap, because the bar soap is specifically for your body. Definitely once I run out of my dials, I'm gonna hop onto the Dr. Bronner's, but right now I have dial and I think they do the same thing. Same thing, meaning like giving you a very clean cleanse. And definitely in the summertime, or even if you sweat a lot, you need to do 2 cleanses, my love. And then this is not even me trying to be like, you're dirty if you don't wash up twice. No, but why would you want to walk around feeling self-conscious about how you smell? I honestly feel like that is the worst feeling. And then it's even worse if like you look good, hair done, look good, so cute, but you smell, but you stink. Like, that's sad. That's like heartbreaking. So definitely if you sweat a lot, or if you are bigger, or it's in the summertime, please do double cleanses. Like, make it a priority to do a double cleanse, or just wash up with this or the Dr. Bronner's, whatever. But if you're gonna do 1 cleanse, make sure it got some power to it. Like, the soap you're using got some power, some fight back. But you should still double cleanse though. Okay, our last shower product is feminine wash. I know girlies really swear, oh, it's self-cleaning, all you need is water, da 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 da. That's why you're most sweaty every time you pull your pants down. Yes, it is self-cleaning. The inside is self-cleaning. I always use the example as your eye. Your eye is also self-cleaning. So when you're washing your face, you don't have to put the soap in your eye and wash your eye out. No, because it's self-cleaning. It does that. That's why you cry and get teared up and whatever. Your eye is a self-cleaning organ. So is your vagina. Your vagina is the whole, okay? Your vulva is the outside. Your vagina is the whole. Your vulva is your lips and, you know, your clit and all that. It's the outside. Your vulva still has to be washed. Just like your eyeball is self-cleaning, but your face is not. Your face still has to be washed. You know what I'm saying? Like, do y'all get that? So no, you can't just use water. I mean, listen, if you really only need to use water, like you pull your pants down and you're not smelling funky, musty, sweaty, like you generally don't need anything extra, then okay, good for you. Love that for you. But I'm talking about the girls who think that they don't have to wash their because it's self-cleaning, and that's just like, you're gonna get all mixed up, queen. Please use a feminine wash. This is the Monistat feminine cleanser with boric acid. This one is very affordable, like super affordable. One of my favorite washes I've ever used. I've used Vagisil, I've used VH Essentials, I've used, I think this one, honestly. Listen, when something works, I don't switch it up, especially when it comes to down there, because we don't got time for yeast infections and mess. Like, this is definitely my favorite right now. I do like the boric acid. This one makes me smell like nothing, if I'm being honest. Like, I feel like I don't smell like anything, which I would prefer, even though your vagina or your downstairs area, your cat, it's an organ, so it's not gonna smell like peaches and cream and strawberries, okay? Please, it's not gonna smell like that. It's gonna smell like an organ. It's gonna smell like a body part. It's gonna smell like natural scent, basically. Natural bodily scent. It's not gonna smell good. But this makes me have no scent at all, which I really like. The one I used before, the VH Essentials, I had that like natural scent, which is not wrong. Like, that's not wrong, but I would prefer to smell like nothing. If I'm being honest, if I had the choice, I want to smell like nothing. So I love this one. And then this is what makes it important, is you need to use an extra washcloth to wash your pussy. Don't use the same washcloth that you just used to wash your whole body. Don't use your hand. I used my hand for a while and I felt like, okay, I smell good when I come out the shower, but when I'm sitting there doing my makeup and, you know, you sit with your legs closed, you're leaned on the vanity doing your makeup, I'm getting hot, I'm getting sweaty. I open my legs, I'm sweaty again, like immediately sweaty. No, that's when I would use my hand. So you definitely need to use a washcloth. The washcloth it has, what do you call this? Bristles? Like, what do you call it? It has texture on it that can scrub your area in the way that your hand can't. Okay, so definitely use a different washcloth. This is a baby washcloth, like Gerber, like baby washcloth, because it's just more sensitive. If you don't have a sensitive downstairs area or sensitive skin, you don't have to use specifically a baby washcloth. You do have to use a separate one, but you don't have to use specifically a baby washcloth. But I do have a sensitive area down there. I have sensitive skin literally everywhere, so I need the washcloth to be sensitive. And I like the baby washcloth because it has like a textured side and then it has a smooth side. So perfect for everything. I don't know. Deodorants. We all know deodorant is very important. We all know that is a hygiene must have, is deodorant. This is the Dove dry spray, clear finish, invisible. They have multiple like different scents of the Dove dry spray or the Dove invisible finish. They have multiple scents of them. This one is not my favorite one. This is like the pink one. It doesn't really tell you what it smells like, but it smells like bug spray. It smells like super chemically. It's not even that like powdery deodorant scent, because I'm fine with that. It has a chemical smell and I don't like that, but it does do the job. Like it does the job for sure. And I like that it's invisible because in the summer when you're wearing tanks and bathing suits and whatever, you don't have clumps of deodorant in there, even though there's nothing wrong with that because at least you have deodorant on. Like I would rather see clumps and deodorant under your arm than you lift your arm and you're funky, like, you know. So there's nothing wrong with that, but I do tend to be a little bit of a perfectionist, so I do like the invisible dry sprays and they work. Dove specifically, and Secret works too. I also do like Secret sprays as well. But anyways, when this one starts to get old, like, you know, if you use a deodorant too many times, it just starts to like get used to your body chemistry or something. So I literally jump between Old Spice and the Dove sprays. When I say the sprays, I mean the sprays, not the Dove sticks, the sprays. Like the sprays, Dove sprays are superior, like for real. But anyway, let's get into this Old Spice. The one with the tan bottom and the red top is usually what you want. It's an antiperspirant, which means that it combats sweat. Well, it's supposed to combat sweat, you know. This one is Oasis. It is a vanilla deodorant. Like, this was my first ever vanilla deodorant. Like, I'd never seen no vanilla deodorant anywhere, for real. So I was so pressed when I found this one, and it smells amazing. It smells so good, and I'm such a big vanilla girly. And like I said, I'm a perfectionist, so I want to be vanilla head to toe. Like, if I had vanilla shampoo and conditioner, I would do that. If I had vanilla lotion, I'm doing that. Body wash, soap, roll-on, spray, deodorant. Like, I want everything vanilla. So I'm super pressed about this, like, clearly. This is not even my favorite scent, though, from Old Spice. I like the cotton scent. That one smells so good. Like, just clean and good, and it mixes with my chemistry very well. That's my favorite one. You can only get that at Target, though. I mean, I could order it, but the only place I seen it in store was Target, and I'm not going in there. So we got this one. But that cotton one is definitely my favorite. And I also tried Fiji. That one's my least favorite. It's cool. Like, that one's manly though. Like, I got that recommendation from a girl on TikTok, and she said like it was gender neutral. No, that one's manly. Like, that one was very manly. This is gender neutral for sure. But yeah, vanilla, very gender neutral. That cotton one, gender neutral. Those two are my favorites of the Old Spice. These Old Spice, they're not invisible. So like, you will have that white chunks under there, or if you're wearing a black shirt, it's gonna ruin your shirt. You know what I'm talking about? Like in your armpits. So yeah, but I mean, it works though. And this one, it's not supposed to ruin your shirts, by the way. Like your white shirts and your black shirts and your armpits, it's not supposed to. That's the dry spray factor of it. Okay, and the last tip that I feel like, I say this for last because I feel like y'all be sleeping on this, but oils. Like, oils are gonna be your best friend. I just bought these 3 here. I wear a lot of floral scents, so I have a rose oil, essential oil. Essential oils are way better than any regular fragrance because they last way longer. So if you have a perfume that they use essential oils instead of alcohol, that's gonna last way longer than a perfume with alcohol. A lot of my perfumes have alcohol. I'm not mad at it, but I definitely do try to match it with an oil here and there. So this one is rose. Again, for my floral scent, we have the Versace Bright Crystal roll-on from the hair store. Actually, this probably has alcohol though. Yeah. And of course they don't have ingredients on it. But I will say this Versace Bright Crystal roll-on oil, it doesn't smell exactly like the Versace Bright Crystal, but it's like good enough, honestly. Like when I say good enough, it genuinely is good enough. So I definitely like to do this and add that on. And then Also, y'all are asleep on roll-ons. Like, y'all are asleep on oils and roll-ons because you can put it behind your ear. Like, you can really get to where you need to put it at with these. Okay, my camera was about to die, so if like anything changed, like the frame or anything, that's what that was. And my dogs are in here. They're gonna make noise. So like, yeah. But anyway, we was getting into the oils. And I like these oils because you can be specific with where you want these at, and you can put it directly in your pressure points so your smell lasts way longer. This one is vanilla from Gaia Labs from Amazon. I had to get vanilla. Like, my main smells are vanilla and like floral scents, so that's why I reached for these. And then of course I told y'all, oh no, I didn't tell y'all, I just filmed a video before this and I said I literally was raving about how much I love Versace Bright Crystal, so of course I needed, you know, my Versace Bright Crystal. That's all for this video. I'm gonna leave it off there. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like. If you enjoyed me, subscribe. Comment down below your hygiene must-haves. Please put us on. I do feel like my routines aren't perfect. You know, there's always room for improvement, so let me know. Okay, bye.